Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So, America's richest man, Elon Musk, is back in the news again. I mean, when's he not? But in this one, I got a couple for you. And first, this article here, which is huge, I think it's incredible. I mean, I think he might be actually biting off more than what he can chew. Reading the headline and scrolling Twitter, seeing the people that have stepped up already. You had Gina Carano, uh, Carrie Lake asked him a question that was pretty funny. Laura Loomer, she brought up some stuff. Many. There's plenty. There's so many people that this would affect. But it's pretty awesome to see X, formerly Twitter, now that it's in the hands of Elon Musk, trying to make it right with some of the people that lost their jobs basically for something that they tweeted or liked on Twitter beforehand, before he bought it. Trying to make maybe a redemption arc for some folks to be made right potentially. I don't know. Let's read more. Before I do, actually, I want to say there are still a lot of people on Twitter that can't actually make Twitter accounts. If you want X to be this all-in-one app going into the future, you have to have you have to allow everybody access to it. Otherwise, it's just a gateway and a path to folks being controlled by economic social credit scores, right? Your ESG and DE&I, things that we see affecting Bud Light right now and why they're acting the way they are after doing what they did. A lot of companies out there target, but they're out here with people on their payroll essentially focusing on how they can up their DE&I score instead of focusing on how to make a better product or how to treat their employees better or anything that you should do normally if you're trying to create a successful business that serves your customers properly. Um, you know, Call me crazy if you go ahead and pay money towards that instead of trying to um, instead of just trying to satisfy the will of the key holders, so to speak, the rulers of the ESG, right? uh, Whoever that might be. The Black Rocks of the world. Let's get into this story here by the Daily Mail. Musk's X. See, I'm going to fix this for him. Elon's X to pay legal bills of people unfairly treated for posting on platform. All right. Well, this sounds great. I wonder what this really means. Let's check it out. Elon Musk has said his X social media platform will pay the legal bills and sue on behalf of people who have been treated unfairly by employers because of posting or liking something on the site formerly known as Twitter. So, after making this announcement, I just had the revelation that this is another reason why he wanted to switch from the name Twitter, because he wants a whole new rebranding, re-imaging. Twitter of old is not X of the new, is the signal that he's trying to send, right? And with that being the case, like I said, unban everybody, start fresh, be the real town square where everybody has a voice, good ideas are elevated and bad ideas are shunned. Everybody is allowed to be heard with no filters. Yes, of course, block the illegal things. Allow people to block individuals and go from there. I think that would be a smart thing to do for what he wants this platform to be. But let's continue. If you are unfairly treated by your employer due to posting or liking something on this platform, we will fund your legal bill, Musk said in a post on X late on Saturday, adding that there would be no limits to funding the bills. And we won't just sue. It will be extremely loud and we will go after the boards of directors of the companies too, Musk said later in a response to a post about nothing changing behavior in the US faster than a threat of legal action. That's probably true. Late last month, Musk said that monthly users of X reached a new high and shared a graph that showed the latest count as over 450 million. Well, I can tell you myself, I've been using Twitter more. I've been using X more, excuse me. You can follow me over there. It's just at Worrell. Continuing, the figures came as the company is going through organizational changes and is looking to boost falling advertising revenue. And that's one thing that's really coming at him from the left side, the cancel culture side, what have you. And due to the Twitter files and things like that, cancel culture has hit his advertising pretty hard since they took over Twitter. And, that's fine. They'll be back. Just need the culture to shift a little bit in the way that it seems to be going. The pendulum is swinging back in the proper direction, if you ask me. I think there's a lot of people that have become more aware of what's going on. And the Bud Light boycott, it's a small example, but it goes to show the power that an individual has, Americans have as a group still. It was also the latest in a series of comments from ex-executives claiming strong traction in usage. That's a tongue twister to me, sorry. After Meta Platforms launched a competing platform called Threads on July 5th. And we all, if you're paying attention to that, we all know that their creator, old Zuck, he hasn't even tweeted on it, or whatever it's called, threaded. He hasn't sown for, I don't know. Actually, I don't know when the last time it was, but I heard it was 6 days, but that was probably a few days ago. So maybe he said something since then, but I don't know. All I know is it's falling apart, and the creator is not even using it like you'd think you would, right? He's not using it like you see Donald Trump using his platform over there, which I'm actually not on either. After 17 years with an iconic bluebird logo that came to symbolize the broadcasting of ideas to the world, billionaire Musk renamed Twitter as X and unveiled a new logo in July, marking a focus on building an everything app. Like I said, if he wants to pull that off, he needs to free everybody up. Just do it. Musk earlier in July had said that the platform's cash flow remains negative because of a nearly 50% drop in advertising revenue and a heavy debt load. An upturn in advertising revenue that had been expected in June failed to materialize, which is unfortunate, but he is doing good things. The platform is growing. I think it's growing in the right reasons. It's not perfect, but I think it's growing in the right reasons. I'm actually using it daily, and I wasn't before. It seems to be okay. Whenever it puts something across your timeline you don't like, you just, request fewer like it or block the person. Seems to be okay. But then we got this other article. Elon Musk announces his battle of the billionaire showdown with Mark Zuckerberg will be live streamed on X, with all proceeds going to charity for veterans, as the world's richest man reveals how he's preparing for the fight. So, they've been teasing at this fight for a month or so now, and I really don't know what to believe. And I don't know who my money would be on, because, Zuckerberg is training as a Brazilian jiu-jitsu or whatever and fighting in tournaments, and Elon, he just sits in his chair and downloads information to his brain. So is it like, is he going to come out like Neo? I don't know. I guess they just got a battle and we'll find out. I watch UFC. I watch boxing. How much would I pay to see this fight? I don't know. I don't think it's going to really truly be that entertaining. They won't be as entertaining as two professional fighters, at least. And I do agree with, I think it was George St. Pierre, that said that these guys don't need to be hitting each other in the head for sake of brain injuries, especially Elon. In my opinion, this guy's on the forefront of ground-cutting technology, right? Is that the word? Groundbreaking technology. No, I like ground cutting. You see what that big rocket did to the ground a couple months ago when he launched it out of Texas? It just completely obliterated the concrete slab underneath it to nothing. So anyways, let's just read a little bit. Elon Musk has claimed that his showdown with Mark Zuckerberg will be live streamed on X, with all proceeds going to charity. That's awesome. I do also like the charity part. Both Musk and Zuckerberg have been pictured training since the former tweeted the idea of them facing each other in a cage match in June. Dana White, the president of the UFC, was quick to get involved in the budding clash between social media moguls, remarking that the clash would take place in the UFC and would be the biggest fight of all time. I think it actually would be branded and probably have the biggest audience of all time, which is incredible because these guys aren't fighters, but that would kind of be the niche of why it would be that, and why I want to see it. Despite indications that the clash might not go forward due to reservations from Musk's mother, the Tesla founder confirmed that he is preparing for the fight. Am lifting weights throughout the day, preparing for the fight. Don't have time to work out, so I just bring them to work, Musk tweeted on Sunday. Here's some other tweets. Zuck versus Musk fight will be live streamed. I'm lifting weights. We just heard that. When asked by a subscriber what the fight in pointing Zuckerberg would be, Musk responded, "It's a civilized form of war. Men love war." Well, you know, the WWF, the WWE, whatever you want to call it nowadays, whatever league you want to refer to, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It's super entertaining. I don't care if they come out there and pull off a WWE routine, honestly. I just want to see them do some intro walks. I want to see them act all hyped up. I want to see them talk some junk. And then, maybe a couple body slams. That might actually be even better than seeing them punch each other in the face. I don't know, a little fake punches and some throwing off the ropes. And then like a Boston Crab to end it, would be pretty awesome. You can even have it get disturbed by like Stone Cold Steve Austin come out there and drink some Coors Lights and do what he does. I don't know. I think that would just be hilarious. It would be so funny. That would be better than actually just seeing them fight. Because if they go out there and fight, really they're going to be a couple out of shape guys. They're going to throw punches for a couple minutes or something, and they're going to lay on each other, and that'll be the end of it. I mean. that's really in my opinion, that's really what the fight would be summed up as. So if you could make an event of it, make it last 15, 20, 30 minutes. I don't know, 30 minutes might be too long. Make it last 15, 20 minutes. You're going to have one of the greatest marketing spectacles created without needing a professional sports team to make it to a Super Bowl first. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just I don't know why they wouldn't, for that reason. I don't know why they wouldn't do it like that. But I do understand the injury factor. You don't want either of these guys really to get hurt. They're actually pretty important to what they do with the social media world and whatever, I guess. I don't know about Zuckerberg as much as Elon with his engineering type stuff. I mean, I see him launch rockets from my house to space quite often, and it's impressive every single time. You even see the boosters come on and go down to the horizon from time to time when they land out here, and it's impressive. Zuckerberg has the advantage in martial arts experience over Musk, having started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu during the pandemic. The Meta CEO, who started Threads as a direct competitor to Musk's platform, recently made his competition debut in the grappling art, winning medals in both gi and no gi. Gi is the outfit that they wear. I guess he was naked in one of them. He's like, wait a minute, you were supposed to leave the no gi part out. Who wrote that in my credentials? But here's the tale of the tape. Zuckerberg versus Musk. The tale of the tape. Age 39 versus 51. The advantage going to Zuckerberg. Their height goes to Musk. The reach and weight both go to Musk. What, they left it out. I thought he said before that he's an expert in take them down and lay on top of them. The 39-year-old was also awarded his blue belt in the discipline by David Camarillo and has combined his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experience with training MMA alongside UFC champions Alexander Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya. Meanwhile, Musk has also enlisted famous fighters to aid him in training for his MMA clash Musk was pictured alongside former UFC two-weight world champion George St. Pierre, podcast host and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Lex Friedman, and world-renowned grappling coach John Danaher as part of zone preparations. And I heard, allegedly, Butterbean was in there too, because he just lost like 200 pounds. So, good for him. But anyways, what do you guys think? Who's going to win? Who would win this fight? Would you rather see them actually fight or a WWE style match? Is it a waste of time? What do you think? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.